belief is a tool, and relating to what we just spoke about.
Yeah.
Okay. If I see a rash or something, I use belief as a tool.
Yeah.
So I could go any way. Anyone can go any way. You don't need to be a practitioner. The average person, actually, I could speak to a neighbor who is completely, they would call themselves not interested in this mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
And they will have the most profound insights and wisdom. And they will say things like, because they have discovered that belief is a tool, and they'll say things like, oh yeah, I had a bit of a chest cough or something, but I told it, I don't know what they say. I told it, nah, not today.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
That's a high level practitioner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody that has that mastery, because like I say to my children, your body is energy and it responds to your thoughts.
Yes.
Choose them.
Yes.
Talk to your body mentally or out loud. And belief is a tool to use.
Yes.
Believe your body is perfect.
Yes.
And it will show that to you.
Yes.
Believe that this rash means that you need to go and get a scan and a swab and get tested for everything and find out the cause.
Yeah.
When the cause is that when you were 2 years old, something affected you.
Yeah.
Right now, believe it's nothing. It's chi releasing.
Yes.
That's what I choose to believe.
Yes. And I think that's such a beautiful, what you're doing with your YouTube channel is such a powerful demonstration of this, because when people are first waking up from the layers of deception, but I guess it's almost a form of brainwashing, using belief to sort of control people, potentially, and sort of profit, I guess. Like the whole system is designed to profit from people buying into it. And so it could be tricky as you start to step out of that, to sort of, the little voice wants to, it's like when people go from having a hospital birth to a home birth, or a home birth to a free birth. You have to sort of start to trust more. And if you've had programming in the other direction, it's this the courage to just step out of the comfort zone of what you've always been told.
Yes.
And so what you're demonstrating so beautifully is they're just tangible examples of the power of
Belief.
thoughts and belief.
Yeah. Yes. Now, if I'm not completely there, I'm not going to have as much success.
Yeah.
So, and that's my study tool. These experiments are my study tool. I can reflect on my level of consciousness, my capacity, depending on my success. It doesn't lie. The spoon doesn't lie. It's not bending. I'm not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay to accept that we put one foot in front of the other. So I've had people say, well, should I not go to a doctor? Should I go to a doctor? And I say, well, you need to make it your story.
Yeah.
You need to feel comfortable and confident. Don't worry about what I think. Don't impress anyone.
Yeah.
There may be someone that's very comfortable and confident already because they've already discovered this path.
Yes.
They already have a strong confidence that their belief is being mirrored to them. They have that experience and that feedback already, so they are able to live at this level.
Yeah.
As you're walking along, maybe it's little by little, less by less. Oh, I need to run to a doctor. And then next time, I don't need the doctor.
Just stretching a little
Just,
bit. It's like stretch the nervous system a little bit and see if it clears up without the testing and the medications or whatever it is. And just gradually, and that builds the
confidence.
Faith and
As you see, little by little. Because belief doesn't lie. So if you're not fully believing, you're pretending that you're believing. It doesn't work that way. So if you're aware that you're not totally there, you want to take the pill and you want to do the yoga or something, that's okay.
Yeah.
Step by step, just make sure you also put the belief that my body can handle this.
Yes, exactly. So
Cover every base. Use
whatever tool you need to use, like back yourself. And kind of like, I guess the most harmful thing is to be in two worlds and be judging the tool that you're still relying on. Like, right, believing that if you have a cancer diagnosis and you don't have the tools to step outside the system or the awareness, but you've heard that chemo is toxic, to be allowing that treatment with that belief would be kind of worse.
Yeah. Did you see that video I did of the snake bite?
No. Okay, I'll have to look that one up.
It's only short. It's just a quick kind of idea for people.
Yes.
And it's exactly about what we're talking about.
Yes.
I like to practice in the bush because it's incredible, the sounds and so sometimes I'm out in the bush and I will feel something's bitten me.
Yeah.
And as a practitioner, my mind says it's chi and it's good for me.
Yeah.
Same as if I drive through a red light, accidentally it was orange and it just, no problem. I'm not gonna get a letter.
Yeah. Interesting.
So it's the first thought, that first thought. Look, if you do panic and you don't have a good first thought, I don't want to discourage you. The next thoughts are helpful.
And this is a practice to start to, this is going to stretch me. This is the first thing so far that I'm like, oh, this is juicy.
Your first thought is very powerful one.
Yeah.
Okay. Your child falls over. You see lots of blood. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Whatever, use your belief system. If your belief system is guardian angels are looking after him, if your belief system is downpour of chi all over him, use your mind as a tool, use your belief system as a tool, and remember that we are practitioners in this life. Our thoughts are our tools. And that first thought, I've been bitten, I feel a sting. Thank you. Do something like that. You must get your frequency high so that poison can't affect you. It's not poison, it's energy. Okay, you feel a pain, there's a strong energy coming in.
It's just so powerful, isn't it, to have to apply this to absolutely everything.
So, and the reason why I can be skillful at it is because every single day, same time every day, I practice. I put my body in unusual looking, exercises. And at the beginning it hurts because my body wasn't a soft chi body when I first started. Little by little, as we break it down and it feels, oh, this is an uncomfortable position, we know it's chi opening up. New practitioners, they're bending down and just open. That's chi flowing through. We don't talk muscles and tendons and things. We just say it's a center, it's energy, it's pouring through. The mind guides it. And there's no differentiation between the internal and the external. So if it's a snake bite, I'm not saying to do what I do. I'm just offering some.
Well, it's just a change in perspective that we can work on before. Like, so many people are fearful about getting the diagnosis. Like, it's almost like even just having this perspective shift for like a literal snake bite, the possibility that you've just presented, that which I wouldn't have extrapolated the cucumber experiment to the snake bite. But now that it's almost like we just need to be guided by people who are further along in this direction, that it's all possible.
It's all possible.
It's all possible. And I feel like I'm pretty far along with a lot of the things that I believe and the way that I raise my children and the way I interact with symptoms, if you want to call them that. But something like a snake bite, I've pondered it
Yeah,
before. Like, does it have to be what we've been told? Does it have to be that? And I know that in the, I don't know if you know the Anastasia books, but
I am
something
familiar,
I've,
have heard my mum.
one of the things that they mention in the book is that insects, which sounded very far-fetched to me at the time. I was like, oh, this is so ridiculous, so woo-woo. And now the further I go along, I'm like, oh, this makes perfect sense to me, that the insect bites you where you need the chi moved, and that it's actually like a
I
little.
haven't heard that, but
But I was
fantastic.
like,
I'll use that belief too. I'll use
what a
that.
great belief system. And so every time ants bite me, I think, well, what if that was for my highest good? Which is kind of how I view everything that happens in my life. It's like, what if that's happening for me? Um, so why couldn't it be the snake bite as well? I don't know. It's just, I find it
Well,
so
just
fascinating.
command it in that way. We don't know what is and what isn't at the end of the day. So let's make it the way that we want to make it.